Hey guys, what it is, it's your girl Cadillac, and you are riding and ranting with your girl on Throwback Thursday. How about we did it all in one? I know you guys have not seen me in a while, and that is because I went back to work and I'm not getting as many videos out to you guys. So I haven't gotten a Throwback Thursday out in a while. Like, I think this would, if today passes, this will be the third week that I don't do a Throwback Thursday. Which the importance of the Throwback Thursday was to tell you about my project Reach the World. Each time I met a famous person and how I met them, what happened, and this and that. So that's the whole point of the Throwback Thursday, to show old Project Reach the World, you know, so you can see what your girl is really doing. Like, I done did some major things. Yes. So I'm thinking, I don't know who to do. So at the top of my head, there's two. These were the two bad times of meeting someone. So there's one meeting R&B singer Joe, and there's one meeting Steve Harvey. Oh, those were my two bad experiences with Project Reach the World. The only two out of all these years, the only two bad ones. Which one should I do? I guess I'll do Joe first, and then maybe next week I'll do Steve Harvey. Okay, so my bad experience with Joe, Project Reach the World for Joe, the singer. You know, the one that sing that I wanna know what turns you on. Y'all know I can't sing, but whatever. Y'all know that song. Yes, that was my jam. That song was playing. Like, oh, I gotta give you a little story time though before I get to that. And it's a flashback. I mean, it's a Throwback Thursday as well because it's from the past. I used to work at FedEx. I used to unload trucks and stuff. And I was good. Like, I would unload them trucks. You could wear whatever you wanted to wear to work, as long as you had on them boots to unload the truck. So, baby, all the little guys was like all over me. Every morning, someone wanted to take me to breakfast or whatever, this and that. So fast forward, that's the beginning of my career there. Like, I was doing really good. It was year 2000, I believe. And I was doing good. It was fun. We got out of there. I think we went to work at 4 a.m., which that 4 a.m. shift is not it. Because y'all know I just got off that 4 a.m. shift. That is not it for you. If you want to know, I almost would rather work overnight than get to work at 4 a.m. It's hard. So I was on that shift. I did good, like really good, until somewhere in the middle I met Marcello Jackson. Yes, the famous Marcello Jackson. Or like Shamari say, the legendary Ronnie DeVoe, the legendary Marcello Jackson. Yes. So when I met him, it ended up, see, they had a policy back then. There was like no call in like policy. Like, you just call, people were literally calling in, not coming to work, and then boop, one day they show up to work. So I didn't do that until I ended up getting pregnant. When I got pregnant, baby, well, I kind of did do it in between getting pregnant because, me and Marcello, you know, he lived with his grandmother. I lived with my parents. So we didn't have any alone time together anywhere, like really. So I don't know what days. I think it was like the weekends. Marcello would rent a hotel. And Marcello would expect me to call in which you didn't have to call in. You just didn't show up. So every time that day came, and he rented a hotel, he wouldn't want me to come to work. So it came down to where I was missing almost every week on that certain day. And then when I got pregnant, it became to where I would start going to work. And that's when you have your morning sickness around 4 a.m. So I would be sick. I would have to pull over, blah, and then head to work. But I would be late by the time I'm done. So it just was not working out. I had missed a lot of time from work. So one day they was like, you're good, but we're going to have to let you go, which I was totally not expecting because everybody did this. Like, why would they let me go? Everybody did this, showed up when they wanted to. And when it was over, they just show back up. So they let me go and fired me. I was crying and I didn't know where to go. So I showed up. I couldn't go home. And my mama, girl, what you doing here? You supposed to be at work. Couldn't go home. So I went to Marcello's house. He had this great big old dog named Bear. This dog was vicious, and he loves to tell the stories about how Bear would terrorize the mailman. Like, he would just do certain sneaky things to try to scare him. He was that type of dog that just liked to scare people. Well, if y'all know, I am scared of dogs. I am not a dog person at all. Dogs really do scare me, like, for real. I always had these visions of dogs, like, I'm not a dog person, so sorry for everyone that is. I'm not. But I don't mistreat dogs. That's, So his dog was waiting on the porch. So I walked up on this porch to ring the doorbell to see Marcello, to go and cry and play, I lost my job, I lost my job. And I was in the car listening to that Joe song, that I wanna know what turns you on. That was on the radio when I was driving to his house. Then I'm all of a sudden greeted by this big dog. I'm like, oh man, now this dog finna attack me. But for some reason, Marcello says because I had started coming around enough, Bear remembered me. And he didn't bother me. He let me on in the house. And I just cried in Marcello's arms. And all I really remember from that night is that song, I Wanna Know by Joe. That was that jam. So I love Joe. And it was it was at the House of Blues. I don't know what year it is. Possibly when I go through my pictures, I'll be able to kind of see what year it was. It was Joe and Chico DeBarge. Chico DeBarge had some R&B songs out at the time, but oh baby, Joe. So I spent a long time working on Joe's shirt. Like it was really big. The picture filled up like the entire shirt. It wasn't just a little small picture in the middle of the shirt. I spent a long time on it. And I was so excited to go finally meet Joe. Like, Project Reach the World was so fun, though it was to get the story out about my loved one, so it's technically work. It was fun too because I'm meeting the people that, that really, like, I love. Like, I love music. I love R&B. I love all types of music, but R&B had that soft spot. I loved it more than rap. Can you believe that? Me, how much I love rap. I love R&B more. So I spent so much time on Joe's shirt that Chico DeBarge's, his shirt, I kind of threw together because I was running out of time, but I knew I wanted to have a shirt for each individual. So his shirt thrown together is kind of small in the middle of the shirt and it's not that great. So we get to the concert. House of Blues is packed. Everybody's out there. And I'm ready to see Joe. I'm ready for him to sing my song. He gets on stage. He's like reaching his hand out in the audience. And everybody's like reaching and you know how you reach your hand and then they touch the edge of your hand and stuff, the little tip of your fingers, and you just melt. So he was doing all that. So I always would I would pray that I just find the right exact time, right exact moment to hold the shirt up. Because I didn't hold the shirt up or whatever up the whole concert, because it was always people behind me and they'll be fussing because they'll get mad because they paid for concert tickets, but they stood behind the girl with the tall behind hair, and now she's holding up this big old sign. Like, that's just very inconveniencing. So he's singing whatever. So I find that moment and I hold the shirt up. Now I only hold it like a little bit. A girl next to me took the shirt. She's like, give me that shirt, hold it up. And she held that shirt up so high, and he would act like he's seen it. We knew he had to see it, but he didn't acknowledge it. He didn't acknowledge the shirt. So he just kept on doing his little routine and this and that. I'm like, dang, okay. So maybe he didn't see it. I know there's lights up there. So she's like, give me the shirt. So she takes the shirt, and there's speakers along, like the loud blasting speakers along the edge of the stage. So she takes the shirt and she flops it over the speaker to where it's laid out flat right in front of him. He has to see this. There's no way he doesn't see it. So she flaps it over it, and then she says, take the shirt. The whole crowd starts chanting, take the shirt, take the shirt, take the shirt. Oh, hold on. I'm telling you too fast. I didn't tell you about Chico the Barge. So Chico the Barge get out. He does his songs, because I believe he performed first before Joe, because he was like, not really an opening act, but somewhat, he goes first. The one usually having the most songs and the most celebrity goes last. So Chico the Barge went. I held up the shirt. He took the shirt from me. He spun it around. He danced around the stage with it. He picked it up, showed it to everyone. And he was really thankful for that shirt. Like, for real. He really was nice. Now, this is the shirt that I didn't spend that much time on. I just threw it together. So now, back to Joe. The girl had just threw the shirt over the speaker, and the whole crowd is chanting, take the shirt, take the shirt, take the shirt. Do you know, Joe finished performing. He did his thing. He said his goodbyes to the crowd, and he left that stage and left the shirt on the stage. Right on the stage. He wouldn't even look at the shirt. Even if he didn't want it, he could have looked at it and acknowledged it, or, took it and threw it away. I used to all the time say, these people probably just take these shirts and wipe their baby booties with it or something. They don't really, do nothing with them. But yeah, so he refused my shirt. He's really the only one out of all the people that I have met that refused my shirt. So now I still love that song, I Want to Know, but I am not a fan of his anymore like that. I don't go, like when he had new music, I wasn't, wanting to listen to it like that. And you don't support me because I'm somebody small, but that means I don't support you. You still are where you at because somebody supported you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. That though I might be one insignificant person, you at one time were an insignificant person as well. And if somebody hadn't gave you your shot, your chance, you would not be where you are. You would be where I'm at. So that is the quick Throwback Thursday, because I got to go to work soon. But I guess we double timing it because you know my real occupation is a YouTuber. Baby, hold on. I gotta get it together because I am a graphic designer. I need to be building that up. Like, I don't know what the heck I'm on. I ain't go to school for 5 years for none. Like, for real. But this morning we're doing, I'm picking up my cuz because he said a restaurant reached out to him and they want us to review their breakfast menu because I guess they're like a breakfast place. So that's where we're heading. That's why you were riding and ranting with me. And in the meantime, I got my Throwback Thursday out. All right, guys, I am here. So let me call him to come on out.
Hello?
Yeah, you can come out.
I'm already out.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So please check out the last video I did. I will link that in the description box. It was preparing to draw this big piece for the delegation meeting. Though it didn't turn out the way I, thought it in my head, like it never does. But this piece I still can offer to. There was a representative that said that they would hang a piece of my artwork in their office. So possibly I can just finish this piece and offer it to them, to hang up. All right, guys. So Cuz is over there trying to find the car. Watch the legally blind. He's blind. I honked the horn so you could find which direction I'm at.
Let me get ready. I'm gonna head to this restaurant, so I'm gonna call you when I get back to the house. Keita,
Yeah.
I need you to go to my car real quick. It's a good Cadillac.